It's time. It's time. Time for the big giveaway. Halloween has come.
Okay, so we just got done watching Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. What do you think about it, Mike?
You know, I watched this movie a couple times, and every time I like it more, but at the same time, I still don't like it
Just
that
got
much.
done saying you hated it.
Yeah, but, like, there are some fun parts in the movie, but at the same time, like, there are so many scenes that were either not needed or just linger. And there's so many... Like, let's talk about the main villain in this movie. He doesn't even try to act.
No,
He
what?
doesn't-
Cochran?
Cochran.
He's like
I
the
thought-
coolest character.
I thought he was like the best actor.
He
in
was
this.
the best character.
Like,
Okay.
he actually seemed like he
I
gave a
totally
damn.
believed he was Irish.
Did you guys? Oh yeah, his accent was beautiful. That one scene where they have this entire fight scene and he punches the concentrated orange juice out of a guy and they grab him, and then like he just talks about that doll for like a minute and doesn't even notice. But before that, he clearly said, "Oh hey, what's up, bro? Seems like you punched the orange juice out of one of my guys. Let me talk about this old German doll for a little bit. Oh, you're here again." Obviously, he knew the guy was there.
Well, he's setting up an air of,
Right.
I don't give a crap.
That's okay. There's a difference between not giving a crap and having Alzheimer's.
Oh,
Old-timers.
having old timers.
Old-timers.
Okay.
Old-timers.
Okay. But
Um,
it's silly.
well,
Go on, Sean.
I like this one better. I think I do like this one better every time I watch it. It's definitely not.
Good.
It's it's not an actiony. It's not like the other Halloween movies have a lot more. There's a lot more killing. There's a lot more chasing.
Mhm.
In this one, it's a little more slow going. It's not quite as engaging, but I really appreciate the what they were trying to do with it and
Like
trying
they
to
were
change.
Like they were trying to branch out and let each Halloween be something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I in a way, I really kind of didn't like this movie, but I really kind of wish they would have done that with the Halloween series.
Yeah, I think it got really stale with the Michael Myers stories.
Yeah, I mean, you can only tell that story so many times, and
Yeah.
it just kind of gets old. Even if it's like, oh, this time he's in space, or
Please don't do Michael Myers in space.
I don't know. I mean, they've done that story at least 8 times. Oh, sorry, 9 times. This is the only. They did the story 9 times. The Michael Myers story.
So this movie though, it's basically there's this a mask making company, this Silver Shamrock, and
that theme gets stuck in your
oh
head.
my gosh.
Like,
And it doesn't want to get away from you.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Like my sister who watches who she loves Halloween 3. Both my sister loved it and I hated it. I got so mad. And I don't know if that's the reason I dislike it, but like every day this Halloween I just sent her a message that said so many days till Halloween, Silver Shamrock. And that's the one thing I like about this movie is that theme does get stuck in your head. And like Trick or Treat, it is a Halloween movie. Like
yeah.
if you're going to watch this movie, Halloween is the time to watch
it's
it.
definitely
Most definitely.
it actually deserves the title of being a Halloween movie because it is Halloween. I mean, the point, like the guy who owns the company, the Silver Shamrock Mask Company, like he's making these masks with these chips in them that I gathered were like made from Stonehenge.
Yeah, I think they were like he was
Something
just
like that.
his orange juice
Something
robots
about
were just-
witches.
yeah, his orange juice robots were just chiseling tiny little chunks of Stonehenge and mixing them with microchips.
Because they had some sort of power in them, and so he put them into these chips, which he in turn put onto the masks. And by making a commercial that had, I guess, epileptic effects.
I
It could
assume, like-
engage whatever was in the chips and cause horrible things to happen to the wearer of the mask.
Maybe he was the only wizard, and he just like typed in this. because
Why
it's-
isn't it the season of the wizard?
Like there's no witch in particular. There's like a dude, an old Irish dude with no accent who's.
I guess he could
apparently-
be a witch.
I mean, yeah, but isn't witch like a female?
Well, Harry Potter's a
And
witch.
the best,
No, he's
the
a
better term
wizard.
for it
Oh,
is
right.
warlock.
Hogwarts, a warlock.
Mhm.
I
Warlock.
thought warlocks were. Oh yeah, he is super
So
evil.
season of the warlock. That sounds cool.
Season of the Witch sounds cool.
Okay. Well, anyway.
What I'm trying to
Anyway.
say
And
is
it
the
relates
Witch
to
King of
Halloween.
Akbar.
It's
So
because
there's
it's the
not.
witching hour.
There's only like
Yeah.
really two supernaturally gruesome like deaths. There's some other deaths, but they're perpetrated by these orange juice robots.
But laser beam.
No,
Yeah.
that one was cool. I like that one.
Like the laser beam death.
The laser beam death
That
was.
was-
Oh my
gruesome.
gosh! Yeah, I've never seen. I've watched a lot of horror movie in my day, but I've really rarely do you see someone's lips and bottom of their face get peeled back while spider ants crawl into their brain.
That was cool.
That stuff doesn't normally happen, as far as I'm concerned.
That's what chewing tobacco does. Too.
Let's talk about Tom Atkins, the main actor, the lead actor of this film, and his Tom Selleck mustache.
Looking like Kenneth
You
Branagh.
can be him.
I feel like most of the budget for this movie came into trimming and maintaining that stash.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Like
mustache in
90%
this
of the
movie.
budget.
Yeah, I don't know if this was a thing in the
It
80s.
should be season of the
It
mustache.
should. Like, I feel like every male actor had a mustache and a couple of females too. But it was so strange to see, the poor man's Tom Selleck running around. At times being very sweaty and then not sweaty at all.
The only time, like, I'm not saying he was a poor actor, but
No.
but the only time I felt like he was really intense was there at the very end, where he was on the phone.
Yeah.
And like you could actually feel like he was like really frightened and trying to get them to stop this commercial.
Like he was very impassioned at
Yeah,
that scene. Like
yeah.
he gave it his all. It wasn't overacting. It was perfect for that scene. I feel like we were talking about it while we were watching the movie was the scene where he's watching the kid get the spiders and the
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
He was
I'm
just
like, that's like a vice
hands
versa.
in the air.
And it's
like that would have been a
that was
po-
like so him. He's just
Yeah.
like,
I mean, I don't think that was his fault. I think that was probably a directing issue. Like the director didn't want him to be very
I don't know,
passionate.
and for him seeing something like gruesome on the screen, it's like it
Yeah.
seemed like he just was like, all right, this is something on the television.
Well, maybe he didn't know what the scene looked like at that point, like in real life. Like the actor didn't know what the scene. Maybe they hadn't shot the
probably
scene
just
yet.
said you're supposed to be mildly upset. He's
Yeah,
like,
maybe they
"I
hadn't
have
written that
fists.
scene yet.
Got a fist up, bro. I just maybe the reason is because Tom Atkins thought that kid was a little bastard. and
Maybe
asked
he
for
really.
it.
Oh yeah, we thought they were like the National Lampoons.
Lampoons.
Yeah, so
But it's the horror movie. National
right.
Lampoons.
So they have to go to this town, and the main actor Tom Atkins, his character, and this other girl are trying to investigate this girl's father's mysterious death, which is connected to this factory. And so they go to this factory, and they end up staying in this motel, and this like National Lampoon's family like comes in.
Like it's
Like,
it's
hey
like,
there, hi
howdy,
there.
neighbor.
Yeah.
It's like National Lampoon on a budget because you just get the dad, the mom, and the little bastard.
Yeah.
That's all you get. You
But,
don't get any college kids. You get nothing.
While we're talking about like the girl that he's with, anyone else find it strange that like after he boned her, he was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, how old are you?"
Yeah, he
He's
did-
like, "Oh God, please don't let her be under 21."
Yeah, the whole movie had a lot of weird points. I mean, I mainly appreciate where it was trying to lead the franchise, and there are definitely good moments, but it was pretty slow.
It was a slow movie, but there's a lot of. I think the reason it's slow is because it doesn't do a great job of building tension. And
yeah,
that's what I think is really the problem. I don't
Mhm.
really feel tense at any moment. I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for the next scene to happen.
Where it's like
And I don't know if it's
Where it's
the
like
movie.
a movie like The Shining. It's like it's a slow burn, but it's like there's something.
There's real
building.
tension.
Yeah.
Like this had like a false suspense.
This was just like, oh, let's just go around town for a little bit and kick around and
Yeah.
not build anything.
I think that was a directing issue. I don't think that was an acting issue. I think
Yeah.
I think it was totally a directing issue. But so
Final.
no go on that one then.
I feel like if it's Halloween and you've never seen it before,
Give
you
it a
should,
try.
You should watch it. I
Yeah.
don't think you should be sober, but you should watch it.
Yeah.
It's definitely a seasonal movie, but it's not something that I would watch. Like you know what, I'm gonna watch Season of the Witch. For today. No, it's not. It's not something for your everyday watching. It's seasonal.
Okay.
What about you, Dustron?
Restaurant. I can't get behind this movie at all. Like I just did not like this movie.
Not even Laserface.
That was awesome.
Laserface.
Okay.
But
Still couldn't
just-
save the movie for
It
you.
couldn't save the movie for me. And
Maybe it'll age like a fine cheese.
And that's what a lot of people are saying about it.
if it's Gouda, I'm not behind that at all.
Like that seems to be the modern consensus of this movie is like as it goes along you're like, you know what, it isn't so bad. I feel like those people haven't seen it
Right.
since they were kids.
Yeah. Most people hated this movie when it came out because it didn't have Michael Myers, and most people hate that movie now because it does not follow the continuity of the rest of the series. But it's not as bad as people make it out to
It's
be.
not
but,
as
like,
bad as Halloween Resurrection.
I didn't base like my opinion on this movie like from the previous two.
I did.
Yeah.
Like
you try to view it as its own.
I kind of like cleared my mind, but even then I
If we're-
really still couldn't get into
If
this
we're
movie
really
at all.
thinking about it as like I'm gonna take it not as my opinion now. I still don't really enjoy the movie, but if we're talking about when I was a kid and I was a big horror movie, I'm still a big horror movie fan, but when I was a kid, and,
Probably the biggest one.
yeah,
here of all
yeah,
three of
and
us.
well,
Sean might be a little
and
bit.
like I would hop on AMC, during Halloween, and they have like the 13 days.
Yeah.
I mean, that and ABC Family did. And I'd be like, all right, Halloween 1 and 2. And then I just completely skip Halloween 3. And then my sister would be like, oh, Halloween 3. I'm like, it's crap. It doesn't have Michael Myers
Does
in
have
it. This
Michael
is
Myers
bullshit.
in it.
And that's how I felt. And that's how I still feel. I agree with Sean. I agree with Dustin that this was a good idea. This was a very forward-thinking idea. And I think
Creative thinking outside the box.
and I think if they did it in a more of a modern setting, if horror movies were as robust as they used to be, because right now we're going through the ghost phase, the shaky cam ghost phase, which has been going on for like 10 years. Please stop. That's just
it's too spooky. I can't.
I need another phase. Like seriously, this one. But it wasn't bad. It was bad, but it wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen. Definitely a seasonal, but I mean, there's some okay scenes in it.
Okay, so I'd say
There's-
if
it's
you've never watched
salvageable.
it,
Watch it. You gotta
watch it on
once.
Halloween.
You gotta at least
Watch
watch
it
it
once.
once.
Watch it
I'll
once.
never watch it again, but I will have to say, yeah, if you've never seen this movie, watch it.
I will watch
at
it.
least once.
I'll probably watch it again, because why not? It's a Halloween movie. It's fun for a laugh if you hang out with friends, but it's not
Like,
it's not
do not
enjoyable.
watch this movie by yourself.
Yeah,
you have to have fun with friends.
Yeah, you've
Yeah,
got to have
definitely.
someone to watch the movie with so they can enjoy the pain of watching this terrible movie.
All right.
We're getting a
So-
terrible backlash. Sean, what are your viewpoints on like how do you feel about Halloween 3 Season of the Witch? Like a final note, would you say a seasonal, or would you
I'd say it was definitely seasonal,
Yeah.
and give it a chance at least once,
Yeah.
and to say you've watched it. But
Give me that hit big.
yeah,
Watch it at least once.
Running, stop it, please, for God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time. You've got to, please, stop it now, turn it off, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it!